Hello everyone. Now you will hear a brief summary of the first two episodes of the series Pretend. Its plot is based on real events. The year 2008, Springfield. After Hurricane Katrina, Dee Dee Blanchard and her 14-year-old daughter Gypsy were left homeless. A charitable organization gifted the family a new house, which they have just moved into. Shaved bald, the girl sits in a wheelchair wearing huge glasses. The mother controls her every word. The girl calls the woman her best friend. Dee Dee once again ran a razor over her daughter's head. Afterwards, she moves her from the sink to the wheelchair. Gypsy inserts a tube into her stomach to have a snack. Dee Dee feeds the girl liquid food mixed with medicine exclusively through a tube. Gypsy has to sleep with an oxygen mask. The family's medicine cabinet consists of dozens, if not hundreds, of medications. Dee Dee administers various medications based on her mood. A girl named Lacey lives next door to the Blanchards. She couldn't persuade her mother to go and greet the new neighbors, so she went alone. All in pink, Gypsy watches cartoons and draws a prince. She was immediately interested in the girl, as she never had any friends. Lacey works as a volunteer at the local hospital. Sometimes they organize makeovers for the patients. Why not put makeup on Gypsy as well? The girl happily agrees. Gypsy reacts enthusiastically to the fact that Lacey has a boyfriend. She used to wear makeup for cosplay as well. She loves dressing up as Disney princesses. From around the corner, Dee Dee watches the process intently. Gypsy was thrilled with her makeup. But then her mom immediately wet a cloth and demanded that she wash that stuff off her face. She's too young for this plaster. Tears welled up in Gypsy's eyes. She wants to be like everyone else, but her mother won't let her. The next day, Dee Dee went out with her daughter to greet Lacey and her boyfriend. Lacey's mom is named Mel and the other neighbor is Shelley. Dee Dee explains that her daughter's submandibular glands were removed. She has epilepsy, paraplegia, heart murmurs, anemia. According to Dee Dee, her daughter will never be able to take care of herself. Lacey offers the new neighbor a Coke. But Dee Dee immediately shouted that she's allergic to sugar. At home, the woman tells the child about the horrors of anaphylactic shock that will occur if she takes even a sip of soda. Dee Dee took her daughter to the mall to buy her another pink item. Gypsy asked to buy her a pendant. But how to buy it? Steal it, while no one is watching. Gypsy urges her on, and Mel becomes a witness to the crime. Dee Dee got worried that the neighbor might now report her to the police and wants to talk about it. But Shelley was visiting her. By the way, the neighbors built a house for the disabled girl and her mother. They and other volunteers from the area. Mel hints that she really didn't like what she saw today. Gypsy doesn't have her own computer. She's only allowed to use her mom's laptop. She immediately types the words boyfriend and kiss into the search engine. Gypsy suggests to her mom to make a pizza. It will be a very tasty pizza, drenched in milk and blended in a blender. A thick slurry is injected syringe by syringe through a tube directly into the child's stomach. To make friends with the neighbors, Dee Dee threw a party. She walks around with a jar, collecting donations supposedly for her daughter's eye surgery. Children surrounded Gypsy, who is dressed like, well, who knows what. As always, of course. She is much more interested in observing the neighbor's relationship with her boyfriend. In the evening, the girl approaches them, but they immediately go to the movies. Naturally, Gypsy can't go with them. Tempting cupcakes are lying on the table. While her mother isn't looking, Gypsy wants to try one of them. Just now Mel arrived, for whom everything was set up. Dee Dee tried to pin the theft on the disabled daughter, but Mel wasn't fooled. Then the woman started to squeeze out tears or claim that Gypsy didn't have long to live and they also had little money. Then she saw her daughter with a pastry, knocked it out of her hands, gave her an injection and took her to the hospital. There she lamented again, saying that if it had been 5 more minutes, Gypsy would have surely died. Mel arrived at the hospital and handed Dee Dee the forgotten wallet. And she suggested forgetting about the awkward situation because she herself is a single mother and doesn't want to complicate their lives. We move to the year 2015. The Blanchard house is cordoned off by the police. The rooms are filled with hundreds of stuffed animals. A detective finds the murdered Dee Dee Blanchard in Gypsy's bed with numerous stab wounds. But Gypsy herself is nowhere to be found. The year 2008. Before bed, Dee Dee, as always, fusses over her daughter and then takes some Xanax. She received a check for $1,500 and she sleeps with her daughter in the same bed. At 11 p.m., Gypsy takes off her mask, easily stands up, and goes to the refrigerator. The girl wanted to take a risk and check if she really has a sugar allergy. And the whipped cream from the can didn't harm her at all. The thing is that at the hospital she heard that her mother was giving her medicine that already had a lot in it. Sahara, which means she can have sweets without any problems. She can eat sweets. Also, her body becomes numb from constantly sitting. Her mother caught Gypsy on her feet and immediately demanded that she lie down and put on the mask. Gypsy falls asleep with tears in her eyes. The year 2015. The gathered neighbors are trying to recall the long list of Gypsy's ailments. How could she even run away somewhere in such a condition? The year 2009. The girl drinks Coca-Cola straight from the bottle, eats ice cream by the bucket and candy by the handful, all the while constantly watching makeup tutorials. Dee Dee received a letter that made her very happy. Gypsy became the child of the year in Springfield. It's not surprising her mother wrote so many pitiful things about her. A large number of people will gather to see the daughter. Due to sweets, Gypsy soon learned what cavities and toothache are. Dee Dee is convinced that her daughter has high stomach acidity, which is why her teeth got ruined. The gastroenterologist can't believe that the girl's submandibular glands have been removed. She swallows quite well. Therefore, the tube from her stomach can be removed. The girl was very happy, but the mother is more inclined to find another, more agreeable doctor instead. In the end, the woman still prescribes the child medication for high acidity. Later, she asks the pediatrician if at least one of the girl's illnesses has been confirmed given her enormous medical record. While still in the waiting room, Dee Dee stole a stack of prescription forms. Maybe I don't need the tube anymore? But Mom doesn't think so. From now on, she will talk to the doctors alone. While the coroner examines the dead body, the neighbors ponder who would have wanted to kill Dee Dee. While brushing her teeth, one of Gypsy's teeth fell out. She got scared. Morning came, and Dee Dee prepares a mega cocktail for her daughter from 7 medications mixed into a liquid. All of it goes into the girl's stomach at once. She looks enviously at the girls in the yard. Her mother met her halfway, and allowed the girl in the wheelchair to approach the neighbors. Besides 2 friends in Lacey's room, she found a puppy and was very delighted by it. The girls saw Gypsy's teeth and were shocked at how bad they looked. The girl confessed about her nighttime escapades, and she is very afraid that her mother will find out about them. Dr. Lakshmi Chandra is calling the therapists who treated Gypsy to find out the details of her treatment. A social worker came to visit Blanchard. Dee Dee urgently makes her daughter take some very bitter medicine, which makes her gag. Allison came because a complaint was filed by someone concerned about Gypsy's safety. The social worker does not respond to the tearful woman and carefully inspects the house. Dee Dee takes Gypsy out of the bathroom. The medication has already taken effect, and the girl is feeling drowsy. A sleepy Gypsy answers questions sluggishly. Her mother tensed up. She forgot the stolen forms on the table. It turned out that the rights to the house and its insurance were registered to different people. As with Gypsy's old medical records, Dee Dee blamed everything on Hurricane Katrina. She claimed that after the disaster, there was confusion with the documents. "I just can't understand who you are talking to," complained. "Have a good day." The visit from the social worker was a big stress for Dee Dee. She covers the windows with semi-transparent film so that no one can look in. The woman suspects Meg and came to her again to pressure her for sympathy. The neighbor assures her that it wasn't her. Gypsy went to a dentist appointment. Only after the sedative was administered did the girl find out that her teeth wouldn't be treated, but simply removed. She was very upset and started crying. Gypsy came to her senses at home, with a sore, swollen face. Approaching the mirror, she discovered that she no longer had any teeth. While bathing, she sits in the tub without teeth and cries bitterly. But her mom, as always, says that everything is fine. After the operation, Gypsy's face is all bruised, while Dee Dee flutters around her, preparing for an award ceremony. She will show her off to everyone, even without having new teeth put in. Dr. Chandra calls Blanchard. She is looking for an opportunity to meet with Gypsy again and show her to specialists. Dee Dee placed a bow on her daughter's bald head. What a beauty! But it would definitely be better with teeth. Just before going on stage, Gypsy received a gift from her mom, a set of dentures. But why did she torment her for so long and then give her the teeth? Only now? Under the spotlight, Gypsy was wheeled onto the stage to receive an award, Child of 2009. Along with it comes a generous gift of $5,000. Taking the microphone in her hands, Gypsy began to sing a love song in a squeaky voice. Her mother started to sing along with her. The Blanchards arrived for an appointment with Dr. Chandra. Gypsy was left alone with the woman. The specialist tells the girl that she is not allergic to sugar, and right now offers her a Coke. Perhaps it will later be revealed that other diagnoses are also invalid. Dr. Chandra replaced the umbrella. The year 2015. Lacey confesses to her mother and later tells the police that Gypsy has a secret Facebook account. Through it, she made friends and it seems even found herself a boyfriend. Gypsy places yet another unnecessary toy on the bed. She no longer wants to sing along with her mother and shuts herself in her room. Dear viewers, if you are interested, if you would like to hear more about the healthy family relationships of Gypsy Blanchard and her mother, please let us know in the comments. See you soon.